You don't have to feel calm right now, and you don't have to like slowing down. If you're listening to this, there's a good chance that when things finally get quiet, you don't feel relief. You feel restless, uneasy, almost exposed, as if slowing down brings something uncomfortable to the surface. And maybe you've wondered, quietly, why does rest feel so hard? Why does slowing down make me more anxious, not less? There's nothing wrong with you for feeling that way. In a world that rewards speed, stillness can feel unfamiliar, even threatening. When you've spent a long time moving fast, meeting deadlines, managing expectations, staying mentally alert, your system adapts to that pace. Constant motion becomes normal. Busyness becomes safety. So when you finally stop, your nervous system doesn't immediately relax. It gets confused. It asks, why aren't we moving? Did we miss something? Is it safe to pause? That discomfort you feel isn't failure. It's your system adjusting. You might notice it as an urge to check your phone, to plan ahead, to mentally rehearse what's next, or a subtle guilt that says you should be doing something right now, even when there's nothing urgent. Especially then, that voice can feel convincing, but it's not wisdom, it's conditioning. Many people grow up learning that worth is tied to output, that slowing down means falling behind, that rest has to be earned. So when you slow your body, the mind speeds up, thoughts get louder, unfinished tasks show up, doubts you've been outrunning catch up, and suddenly, slowing down feels uncomfortable, not because it's wrong, but because it removes distraction. It creates space, and space can feel unfamiliar if you haven't had much of it. Here's the reframe that often brings relief. Slowing down doesn't create discomfort. It reveals what's already there. Stress that hasn't been processed. Emotions that didn't have time to land. Fatigue that's been ignored. When life is fast, those things stay buried under momentum. When life slows, they surface, not to punish you, but to be acknowledged. Your nervous system isn't resisting calm because calm is bad. It's resisting because it hasn't felt safe there yet. Think of it like stepping off a moving train. Your body keeps swaying for a while. That doesn't mean the ground is unstable. It means your system needs time to recalibrate. So if slowing down feels uncomfortable, that doesn't mean you should speed back up. It means you're in transition. And transitions feel strange before they feel safe. This is where self-blame often creeps in. You might think, other people relax easily. Why can't I just enjoy rest? What's wrong with me? Nothing is wrong. You've been living in a high-alert environment. Your system learned to stay ready. Of course, it doesn't switch off instantly. The discomfort isn't a sign you're bad at resting. It's a sign you've been strong for a long time, and strength has inertia. Here's something important to hear. You don't need to force yourself to enjoy slowing down. You don't need to make it peaceful or productive. You just need to allow it to be awkward at first. Calm doesn't always arrive as relief. Sometimes it arrives as unease before it settles. And if you stay with it, without judging, without rushing away, something softens. The urge to escape fades a little. The noise lowers slightly. Not all at once, but enough. That's how regulation works. Gradually, gently. Slowing down is uncomfortable because it asks you to be with yourself without armor, without urgency, without performance. And that can feel vulnerable. But vulnerability isn't danger. It's honesty. It's your system learning that it doesn't have to prove anything in this moment. From that place, something subtle shifts. You start to feel choice again. Not pressure. Choice. You realize you can move, but you don't have to. Right now. You can think, but you don't have to solve everything tonight. That's quiet empowerment. Not the loud kind. The steady kind. The kind that comes from trusting that you're allowed to pause without everything falling apart. Because here's the truth that rarely gets said. Slowing down feels uncomfortable because it interrupts a pattern. And interrupting patterns always feels strange before it feels right. But clarity lives on the other side of that interruption. Not forced clarity. Natural clarity. The kind that emerges when your system isn't constantly bracing. You don't need to rush toward that clarity. You don't need to earn it. It arrives when the body believes it's safe enough to stop scanning. So if this moment feels a little quiet, a little empty, a little unresolved, that's okay. Nothing needs to be filled right now. You're not wasting time. You're not losing ground. You're letting your system catch up to you. And that's not weakness. That's recovery. You can stay here as long as you need. There's no next step waiting to judge you. Just this moment. And that's enough.